my 12th episode about my journey with Lucky the duck. I'm so sorry that this episode take quite a long time to finish because it's a spring break and then the kids at home and I have to do something. I was thinking to do the spring cleaning, but then it never happens, never done. So I don't know, like there's so many things to do. So that's why I didn't have time to do this video. But today I decided, okay, it's been a while for too long, so this is time for me that I have to do this video. So here I am today. So in the previous episode, we already see the kids were so happy to play with Lucky, and Lucky really have good time to play with the kids too. So in this episode, I'm gonna tell about how's Lucky being left at home for 1 week. But guys, of course, it's not gonna be like Home Alone movie like in the Hollywood movie. No, this one is much simple. And of course, we didn't put Lucky inside the house, even though he's alone at home. But we put him outside because you can imagine like what happened if he's inside the house, right? So guys, in the following week, we are going for our summer holiday. But the challenge is, Lucky didn't want to go back to the lake. And it's impossible for me to bring her inside the house by herself. So 1 week before we go, I start to train Lucky eat commercial duckling food. So the dry one. So that's the one that I buy online. So because usually I give her like bags or rice with vegetables, but it's gonna be hard like when I'm not at home, right? But with the dry food, it's gonna be easier because I can just put all the food inside her plate, so she can just eat from that plate. So I just put the food in the big container so it can be enough for her for 1 week food supply. So I bought a special food for duckling online and I start to give her that food. So at the beginning, she didn't like to eat that food, maybe because she didn't used to. But after couple days, she start to used to it and she start to eating that food. So Lucky will stay outside the house so I put the training mat under the floor and then I put the hanger clothes rack nearby the wall. And then she just sit on the training mat and then behind that rack. She loves to hiding underneath something, so I put the training mat behind that rack. I provide a lot of dried food for her, so whenever she's hungry, she can just eat. And since she was outdoor, so even though she got the dry food, but if she want to eat the vegetables in the garden, she can still go to the garden and eat maybe the vegetables, and she can still get a free access going to the backyard because she was outside basically. So I provide a lot of water for her too. So I fill a lot of container, the shallow container, but I'm a little bit scared to put the big container because I'm afraid she's gonna be drowned. But I give her a lot of shallow container, water container. But I assume it's gonna be enough for 1 week, so she should be okay. And you guys know what happened? Like when she saw the water in the shallow container, she just go inside and then take a shower because she really like to take a shower in that shallow container. So yeah, so just as she finished taking shower and then I fill that water again. So I just want to make sure that the water is enough for her for 1 week. Lucky. Hi, baby. Take a shower. I'm gonna give you more water. There you go. There's more water for you. There you go. More water. Fresh. So guys, beside the dry food, I also buy her the dried worm. basically this is for bird, but I think she might like it, so I buy, and actually she really like it. So maybe just like her treat. So I give it in the I give that dry worm in the one container. So guys, basically that's all the preparation that we did before we left Lucky at home. But actually she's not really at home because we left her in our patio in our backyard. So she should be okay because I'm sure there's no animal in our backyard or in our patio. So yeah, but we were thinking if she wants to going out, she can go under the fence because the bunny dig a hole under our fence, so she can actually going out. But I'm not worried that much if she going out through that fence underneath the fence, because I'm sure when she go out she can survive by her own because she already know how to eat by herself. So she should be okay if she ever go out by herself underneath the fence. So finally, we left Lucky at home for our 4th of July holiday for 1 week. Happy 4th of July 2021. So we went to Miami, Florida, and we watched the fireworks from Key West. And it's very nice, like everybody just bring their picnic rack and then we sit nearby the sea. And we wait until 9 o'clock and then the fireworks start. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice. You know, the kids really miss Lucky and they just cannot wait to going back home soon to see Lucky. So every day they just watch, look at her picture. They look at my cell phone to see her video. So like they really miss her and they really want to going back home to see her. 1 week later. So guys, that night when we arrived home from our holiday, it was already midnight. But the kids were so happy and so excited to see Lucky. So when we arrived home, we just opened our backyard door as soon as possible to see her. And when we saw her, she was so happy to see us. Like she just chip, 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 chip. She just chirped to greet us, and we were so shocked to see her because she's growing so big now. Like we always thought like in her video, like we always thought, oh my god, how cute she is. But then now she's growing just within a week. Like her feet is getting bigger and even her size. And she was a little bit dirty because the mat the mat behind the fence was full with her number two, with her poop, and she was a little bit wet maybe because of that poop. So I think like she just stayed there and she didn't go anywhere. Maybe she go a little bit and then she coming back again. So I was thinking that I hope, my plan was maybe she going out poop in the garden and then she coming back to the mat just to sleep. But seems like she stay a lot of time at that mat. That's why like she becomes a little bit very wet, and that training mat becomes so wet and so full of her poop poop. But it's okay. So I bring her inside the house so the kids can see her, and yeah, she's she's growing. She's growing within a week. Like if you didn't see her in a week, you can really tell like wow, she's huge. So I don't know, like maybe because I think maybe because I provide a lot of food for her before I go. So maybe that's why like she just eat a lot of food, a lot of dry food. Maybe that's why she grown so big. So I bring her inside and then I give her shower that night and she becomes clean again. So guys, from this picture you can see how Lucky grow before we left her and after we left her. So you can see her difference within 1 week after we left her by herself at home. You can tell the difference, right? So guys, beside her size, the other significant changing on Lucky is the yellow color underneath her body. So do you remember it used to be very bright yellow, but then now the color is start to fading, and now that yellow color is disappear and it replaced with the darker color. So guys, actually after that holiday, Lucky start to stay outside. Like that night, she stayed outside in the patio also, so we didn't bring her inside the house too. Good morning, baby Lucky. Good morning. You wanna say something? You wanna say something? Good morning. Yeah. Oh, what you say? Good morning. My baby's growing. Yeah. My baby's growing. Look at all the pink poop. My God. Dede, you see pink poop in my garden. Hey, Dede like it. Not my baby anymore. You're bigger now. Yeah. So basically, that's the story of Lucky for being left alone at home for 1 week. So, how's Lucky make it to her second month? So stay tuned and keep watching because I'm gonna tell everything in our next episode. Bye! I see you in the next episode.
More, mommy, more. Swim. Lucky, go swim. Okay. Lucky.